Welcome to Freeman's Bass Bunker. I'm Matt Freeman. Okay, today I'm going to do a play-along video to the Charger song Will to Survive, which came out on this record, Charger's WARHORSE, which was released in 2022. Okay, so a few things before we get started on the play along. I'm going to show you the bass lines in a minute, but I want to talk about a couple things. First, I want to talk about Charger, and I want to talk about this bass. Okay, so this band Charger is my sort of my side project. I started it with Jason Willard and Drew McGee back in 2018, and it's basically it's sort of like a metal type thing, like hard rock. When we started talking about what we wanted to do as a band, we just sort of all loved metal. We loved, I mean, I'm a big fan of Motorhead, obviously, Judas Priest, AC/DC, a lot of that 80s stuff, and Black Sabbath, Rainbow. So that's basically what this band is. I'm going to play the song off in a minute, and the song that I'm playing, Will to Survive, the drummer Jason Willard actually sings. He sings a couple songs on the record. Okay, so this bass. So I already did a video about the Rickenbackers I own. I got this a few months ago, and it came bone stock, and I've done a couple modifications to it. And over the years, I've had a few Rickenbackers, and I love the way they look, I love the way they sound, but I was never really able to play them with any kind of consistency. The bridges always messed me up, and I never really got into the tone trying to make them sound right. I was always trying to compare them to Fenders, which obviously they're not. So I've always been sort of a Fender player, but this one lately I've been really liking. And I did a couple things to it. So I'm going to get a little close up here, and I'll show you. Okay, so first of all, the big thing is this bridge right here. This is a hip shot bridge. This is an aftermarket bridge. I think it's aluminum. And Oakland Guitars, which is my local guitar shop, put this on for me. And they did this, and then I also put this like bracket in here. I got it online somewhere. It's an aftermarket bracket that closes this big hole that's usually in here. Usually this has a cover on it. I took the cover off. I put this in here to make it sort of flush. Also, I got this cool like leather tooled pick plate I found on eBay out of Texas, and I put that on there. So those are that. Go back over here. So basically, those are the modifications. So right now, I've got the Fender Tone Master going, and I've got like basically the green box, the Fender Bassman Vintage, no, the Fender Bassman Overdrive or whatever, I don't know what it is. I'll show you later in a minute. And a 410 cabinet and a noise gate. So I have both pickups on. So I got sort of a Lemmy tone, but like I was saying before about these bridges, the original Rickenbacker bridges have these two like knobs coming up. There's like a pad in there that you can like turn these knobs and it'll mute the strings. It's like a total old school like way to play bass. It really mutes the strings, make it sound more like an upright. Fender did the same thing, except they had a cover and they put a piece of foam in there. So you can't, the strings sit way down in there, so you can't palm mute. And I palm mute all the time. And what I mean by that is I'm putting my palm here and deadening up the string. So with this bridge, I can do that now. So it makes it a lot easier to play. And this is a tone I've been using with Charger lately. This is a tone I'm going to use today. I actually didn't play this on the Charger record. I played a Fender P-Bass by Pro 2. But yeah, so it's really cool. Another thing about these basses that's really cool is that this is, I don't know, 21, 22, I always forget. I got it used and it was bone stock. It still has the stickers on it. This has this vintage push-pull knob, and so you can't really see, but this is like a tone knob. If you pull it out, it has this capacitor in there that takes out some of the bass. And I guess the original 4001s had this capacitor stock, and now they just made it so you can either play it vintage or not vintage. I sort of like the vintage, and that's what I've been using. And with both pickups, it sounds really good. This pickup just gives a little more bass. So I'll show you clean. I'm gonna pop over the Tone Master here. Okay, so now this is just a regular vintage Bassman amp setting. There it is, clean. Down pickup, both pickups, and then there's like this pickup right here. This is a cool tone. One of my favorite Rickenbacker players is Bruce Foxton in the Jam. I don't know if you guys remember that band, but you know, he had this. Anyway, Town Called Malice, shout out to Bruce Foxton, but there's that sort of classic Rickenbacker tone right there. Yeah, but for our purposes, we are going to use the distorted one, which we're using today. Okay, so I'm gonna actually show you the settings, and then I'm gonna do the play along. Okay, so I've got the Fender Tone Master Pro opened up here. This is the app you can get that you can change everything on your computer. You can also do it on the machine itself. But I'm just going to show you guys the tones that I built for this episode. So basically, I've got the green box, a noise gate because the single coil pickups are really loud, at high gain. This Fender Bassman, super vintage Bassman or something, and a 410 cabinet. Here, I'll do close up. Okay, so the green box here, this is just a basic distortion pedal, probably, you know, made after an old Ibanez Tomb Screamer. Noise gate, there's that. The Super Bassman, this is the model. They have a few Bassman amps in here. I use a couple of them. This one is the Super Bassman with the gain on it. So you got the gain pretty high there, and you have everything you need. This looks exactly like my Bassman that I play with Rancid on stage, the actual physical Bassman. And then for the clean, I changed it up a little bit. And this is another one of the Bassman amps. This is a Super Bassman vintage, and it doesn't have the gain channel on it, but I got it pretty loud, apparently. As you can see, it's all 9 8s and 8s and 7s here. And then again, I got the 410 cabinet. So that's the clean tone you're hearing. It's a little distorted, actually, because I got it so loud. But yeah, there you go. Okay, so let's see if we can pull this one off. right, that was really sloppy. I got off a bunch. Okay, well, you know, that is what it is. I'm gonna keep that one just because the vibe is there. I had a lot of fun. But yeah, so that song's a lot of fun to play, and this bass sounds really good. I'm gonna start playing these, I think, a little more. I don't know, I really I'm starting to really grow on me. So there you go. Okay, there you go. Thanks to everybody that likes and subscribes to these videos. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I try to read all your comments and I try to respond to some of them, but it gets a little overwhelming, so I'm doing my best there. A little programming note, missed last week. My kid's graduating from high school. There's a lot of activities going on in May here, so I got a little behind and I couldn't really get Bass Bunker together, so sorry about that. And as always, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.